Kent Adams with the Pulse of Spokane. Some exciting news recently about soccer in Spokane. Now, I never played soccer. My kids didn't play too much soccer. My grandkids all play soccer. Welcome to the world today, and that's what's coming. We're going to talk about soccer in Spokane next.
This is Dave Reynolds with Source Real Estate. Our secret is our 1% listing fee. All the services, marketing, photography, and more for a 1% listing fee, saving you thousands. May the source be with you. 999-8878 and visit sourcerealestate.com.
Well, Cindy Chapman Wendle, or Chipman?
Cindy Chipman Wendle.
Cindy Chipman Wendle. You can't just have two names or one name. Cindy. I'm going to call you Cindy.
Cindy.
Okay. Then we can debate how you spell it, because I've seen it different ways with Cindy's, right?
Yep.
In life. How are you?
I'm great.
Yes. And you're great because there was just the other day a big announcement, wasn't there?
Yes.
Yeah. Were you sweating bullets and everything else leading up to it?
Very anxious,
Yes.
anticipating good news, and then we received the good news. So
And
then
what was the good news?
a unanimous vote from the Public Facilities District to award the tenant for this downtown stadium to USL.
All right. All
Hey,
right.
so we get to bring professional soccer to Spokane.
Now that means soccer starts next week, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we know how construction is, don't we?
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
we know.
yes.
Okay, what does that mean for Spokane? It means so much, and I think most of us kind of know that it's good for Spokane. But why?
Right.
What are we going to gain from that? Other than the fact that we know this is a soccer town, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
This is definitely a soccer town. I giggle and say that we are really moving from Hoop Town, USA, which is fantastic.
Yes.
Really moving towards Sport Town, USA.
Yes.
But this is
I like that.
our opportunity, right?
Yes.
To have our own professional team. This is not a farm team.
Okay,
the-
this is professional.
This is a professional team, and it's ours. We get to create it. We get to create the crest, the logo, the colors. The players that we'll have on our team will live here. Their kids will go to our schools. They'll be in our market, so they won't play for any other team. They'll play for Spokane, and they're going to bring trophies back for Spokane. So
Yeah.
we're really excited to
Yeah.
start that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is so exciting. Because I know of people and families that travel for their kids' soccer tournaments and everything else. There's big soccer fields out in the valley and in other places around town. And what do you think that this will do for that part of the community that's already strong?
All of those youth players, when they get to come to a professional soccer match and the women's pre-professional match at the downtown stadium, when they're able to see it, they feel like they can be it.
Yes.
And
yes.
there's that piece missing here.
Yes.
And being such a strong soccer community, creating that pathway is going to be really important for all those young athletes,
Right.
especially the female athletes, because we don't have that pathway here for them. And that's going to be a huge draw for this community.
In fact, let's make that really clear. There are two things happening really as part of the soccer. One is the professional men's league.
Yes.
Right? And as I understand it, I think you told me there are 3 levels. We're going to be at the 3rd level, but there can be tournaments within
Yes.
all 3, right?
All 3 divisions could play in the same tournament.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
So it's possible the Seattle Sounders could come to Spokane and play Spokane's team one of these days.
Oh, wow.
Or vice versa. So
Yes.
that's what's really special and unique about soccer too.
Okay. Now, what about the women?
So we'll be launching what we call a W League team, and that's a women's pre-professional team.
Okay.
So that we'll have the ability for some of our collegiate athletes from WSU, Gonzaga, Eastern, Whitworth.
The next step.
This is their next step.
Okay.
They can play from May to July and play together and really enhance their skills and their training
I love it.
and play together. And then some of our high-level high school athletes will be on that team as well, some local talent.
Right.
So it's going to be a really great opportunity for us to really see the next strong female athlete in soccer come out of our
Yes,
region.
yes. Well, just like we've seen at Gonzaga with the women's team and so forth, you got to have that for them to want to come to Spokane and stay in Spokane and so forth. So now we can do it in soccer, which I think is wonderful.
It's going to
Yeah.
be, it's just going to
Okay,
be so fun.
what's the timeline? The stadium has had a groundbreaking?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. There's work being done at the stadium now, which
Okay.
is fantastic. And like you alluded to earlier, there's always construction challenges and those timelines. So we are
Is
wanting
some
to
of
be
it called snow?
snow, rock, blasting.
Yes, yes.
But we want to be a really considerate partner. So grateful to the PFD and the Spokane School District. It's really fun for us to partner with the school district
Yeah.
specifically, really to create an atmosphere for our kids and all in our community to feel welcome and included in this project. But it looks like the fall of 2023 is when the school district is predicting to have the stadium complete.
Okay.
Our season then would start in spring of 2024
Okay.
for the men's professional team,
Okay.
and then the women's W League team shortly thereafter, May of 2024.
Okay, okay. So we're looking for a couple of years,
Yes.
but we can watch the stadium be built.
You can watch the stadium be built, and people can engage to build the club with us in the meantime. So
Okay.
we've got community listening sessions. We've got a survey out. So we really want, so in soccer, the crest reflects the people and the
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
So we want the people here to tell us what they want in their crest.
So this
and their
includes
team.
what the look is, the colors, the name, and
Yep.
everything else, right? That hasn't been determined yet.
That's
and
up
that
to
will
this
be
community.
determined, what, in the next 6 to 12 months?
Yes.
Basically?
Yep.
That time period?
Early
So-
next
So
year.
where do people sign up to follow that information?
They can go to our website at uslspokane.com.
Okay.
And they can sign up for a newsletter. They can take the survey. They can look and see when our next listening sessions are going to be. We'll post those here in the next couple
Okay.
of weeks. And then the really big news that happened on the 15th was our season ticket deposit program.
Yes, that was just the other day.
Yes.
Yes, so we can start to put money down. Okay.
Yes.
So what's that? Where do we do that? Same place?
Same place
Okay.
on our website. And for $20, you can reserve a spot and later we'll follow up with everybody whether
Right.
they want a seat at
But
the women's,
that holds a spot in
men's,
line.
or both. For $20, you can reserve your spot for both teams as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
That really starts to make people feel part of it, doesn't it?
Yeah. We want everybody to feel part of this club.
What do you expect? Do you expect people coming from out of the woodwork to be a part of this?
Soccer is a global sport. And
Yes.
so, 50 years ago, we brought the world to Spokane in Expo 74.
Right.
And this is our next opportunity, really, to bring the world's game to Spokane
Yes.
and celebrate the world. So we've got your traditional soccer community with, like, your grandkids playing soccer. Our youth are playing soccer.
Right.
But you also have a really amazing community of our immigrants and refugees here in Spokane that have
Yes.
played soccer, and it's a part of their culture. And they're bringing that with them to the
Oh, I love
area.
that. I
So we'll
love
be
that.
celebrating a great, inclusive, welcome spot where all can gather and really celebrate soccer.
Now, is this an indoor or outdoor stadium?
Outdoor stadium.
Outdoor stadium.
5,000 seat stadium.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good size, isn't it?
It's going to be a great fit right next to the arena and the podium and the Civic Theater, truly a sports and arts district there up
Yeah.
in that area. So it's going to be really unique for the entire country, what we have within such a close radius.
Now,
with
the
our park.
question will come up, and it has, and you know where I'm probably going. It's about parking.
Parking,
Okay,
yes,
yeah,
yep. Yeah, so there will be additional parking across the street on the north side of Boone.
Okay.
So we will have a large lot across the street that will take the place of some of the parking that we're losing
Right,
where
right.
the stadium is going.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. And we're working with some partners around the stadium that have some parking garage spots and private lots. And so we'll make sure that as we work with everyone, they know where they can park. And
Yeah.
learning a lot actually from the Kraken, have done a really great job of working with all the neighborhood partners to come up with really unique parking options.
Yes.
So I'm keeping a close eye on that. So
Well, if we don't
roll that
have to
out.
build a lot more empty parking lots during a lot of the time, let's face it,
Yeah.
that really makes some sense. So
Exactly,
yeah,
yeah.
it's just the peak hours, and I think it looks like the Civic Theater is on board in terms of being supportive because they're getting some sound things done because they're worried about. My gosh, there might be cheering going on at a soccer game. I mean, but it could be at the worst time in a play, a quiet, cathedral scene, and they hear the cheering. So you want to do some mitigation. But today it's so much different than even 40 years ago. You can do that mitigation, and it can really
can.
soften things up.
The design process has been truly unique with
Has
them
it?
the Civic Theater's been at the table from day one. School district, PFD, it's a great project and a great example of pulling all these different entities together.
Yes.
And sharing their ideas and challenges and making sure we overcome some of those and mitigate those. And the soccer and arts community really do across the country work really well together.
Yes.
There's a lot of things that they want to make sure that each community really magnifies itself. So I'm looking forward to being a partner with
Well,
the
and
Civic Theater.
I start to think of things like they do in baseball and they do in basketball and so forth, where they bring some local soccer kids, leaders in to recognize them at the game and stuff. I mean, how exciting is that for them? Because they have to go out of town for anything like that now, and probably in the low part of the list if they're from out of town. But now, right here in Spokane, and national teams coming to town too, right?
Yes, we will definitely be bidding for some national events here in town. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you got your work cut out for you, don't you?
We're going to have a little fun here in Spokane.
Yeah. Okay. So people, have I not asked something that we should tell the folks?
I think just making sure that if you want to be involved,
Tell them
join
where
us.
people need to go for now, because if they sign up, then they're on a mailing list or email list and can get information as these new things happen. Especially, I would encourage our audience to, if you're interested in this, sign up for and go to some of these sessions that you're going to have where you can give some input as things develop. And when you started off with the major organizations in town all getting together, that's so hopeful.
It is very hopeful.
Yeah.
And so definitely follow us on our webpage at uslspokane.com.
Okay.
Social channels. So just follow the handle USL Spokane on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and
Yep.
and all the other ones. We're there.
All the social media.
Yep. Follow us there, and we want everybody involved because we want it to feel like they're part of our family at
Yes.
USL Spokane.
Good. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you.
And as
You
we
as
move
well.
forward, we're going to have a couple good years ahead of us, aren't we?
Yes, Spokane we're on the map now.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is great news for Spokane.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Kent.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go sign up, okay? Do it now while you're thinking of it. Thanks. See you next time.
Spokane Realtors are dedicated to helping you find the right place to live. We're more than 2,000 strong, small business men and women guiding you through this most important purchase. We're also your neighbors, giving back thousands in volunteer hours to make our community a better place. We believe owning a home helps you live longer, with stronger families and better neighborhoods. That's who we are, ready to help you find your way home. Call one today.